Hi, and welcome to the first Imphenzia video tutorial, where the topic is learning how to layer instruments to achieve a dreamy and trancey type of effect. Or as I call it sometimes, just covering my lack of skills by adding more stuff. There you go. Anyway, what I've got loaded here is one of my more recent tracks called Imaginary Friend, and I work in Steinberg's Cubase 5 sequencer. What I've loaded as well is some virtual instruments, the first one being Groove Agent 1, which is a native Cubase instrument. Takes care of all the percussion and the drums in effect. And then I've also got reFX has got an instrument called Nexus 2, which is really good for sampled effects. And especially good for pads, leads, and bass and stuff like that. I've also got quite a few instances of Nexus loaded, and I've got VanGuard as well, which is reFX virtual analog instrument, really good for cutoff and resonance filtering. So first of all, I'm going to let you listen to what's marked out here in the blue region, and to sort of hear the effect that we're trying to achieve with all the layers playing at once. I'm going to go through these, just all the different instruments now from top to bottom, and play them solo and in combination to get so you can get an appreciation of what they do with each other. First we've got the drums then, and it's a straightforward trance beat with a kick on every beat, and in between the kicks we've got an open hi-hat. So basically it just goes kick, open, kick, open. And then we've got a bunch of closed hi-hats in between in different volumes, like that, and some claps, and some snares. And this one, if I solo this track out, basically like this. Next we've got a bass, and the bass goes on the same as the open hi-hats. So in between the kicks you get the bass. On its own we get this. And along with the drums. To add more texture to the bass, I usually run a second bass line, and it's faster than the first one. So I play on every 16th. I play a note with a length of 32, so quite a fast little snappy bass. And it basically just goes up and down with the octaves. And with the second, or the two basses together, we get this result. And with the drums. Next we have a dreamy pad. It's a Nexus 2 pad, and a note on its own sounds like this. So it's a dream pad with some twinkles to it, and playing the chords we've got set out here. If we add the drums, the first and the second bass along with the pad. Next we've got the first set of leads. This is again a Nexus 2 lead, and it's got a lot of reverb and echo to it to get that classic trance sound as well. And it follows the same melody obviously as the bass line, and it also goes with some scales up and down. And Then what I've done as well is just I've copied the same notes down to a second track, where I'm using a VanGuard analog instrument instead, which is a lot better for the cutoff and resonance, as I mentioned earlier. And I've switched to normally in the track I'll just lay out on a graph how I want the resonance, filters, and the cutoff and the other effects to go. I'm going to take that one off now because I'm going to demonstrate when I manually adjust the cutoff frequency. I'll play this one first. So as you can hear with the cutoff filter, it gets that really nice trance type of effect. So these leads together sound like this. And with the rest of the stuff that we've covered so far. That was the first set of leads. We've also got another melody covered, and I started by adding a trancey echoed reverbed piano. Again, we've got Nexus, and I'll load this one up. I'll solo this track out and open this piano roll view, and you've got this melody basically. And I'm going to talk a little bit about this section here, because basically I've just copied this exact same melody to different layers with different instruments. So we've got the trance piano here, and the next one is a virtual analog instrument, the Isla lead from VanGuard. So exact same notes. And again, exactly the same set of notes on this next one with a voicey, voxy lead. And finally also the same set of notes on this Nexus lead, which is a sequenced instrument, so it's got some notes playing on its own. And then we combine all these 4 layers together. And then for the final result again, we just play all the tracks again, all the layers together that we've gone through so far. So the final result, you get this. So there you go. Thanks for listening, and I hope this helped you a little bit in how to achieve that layered effect for your song. Thanks a lot, and see you in the next tutorial.